Yeah, congratulations to McNeese. They played very well. We picked a tough day to not play our best. Certainly, they had a lot to do with that. I didn't do a very good job with my guys, and we weren't really prepared for the zone to man. I haven't seen a lot of that this year. Maybe a little bit with Stanford, and it bothered us. I thought their athleticism inside and their quickness certainly was a factor. The offensive rebounds that they got, extra possessions, really helped them, and we had a hard time getting any rhythm. And I think that's what's disappointing for me is I couldn't help my guys get into any kind of rhythm in the game. I'm super proud of these guys and the kind of season that we had. Obviously, 27 wins and the way these guys do it, the way they carry themselves as men they're just terrific people and leaders, and so it's been a privilege to coach two guys like this, and I hate that it had to end the way it did today.
Thank you, Coach. Let's please gear our questions towards Chase and Ian first.
David Hood with TigerNet.com. Chase and Ian both. From your perspective, what was happening in that first half? 13 points is, obviously not what you want, but what were they doing specifically that bothered you?
They were playing some good defense, but I think we missed a lot of open shots. We had a lot of open looks that we usually make. I think if a few of those go in, it's a whole different ball game. So at the end of the day, I think, we got a lot of open looks that we just missed, and that's the game of basketball.
I agree with Chase. I think they disrupted our flow a little bit, and I think we got a little too antsy a little bit. We got some open shots that didn't fall, and we kind of just didn't have that flow that we usually have.
Front right.
Hey, for both of you guys, I know you're just into the season, but just kind of think about this year as a whole. Set a single season record for wins, but then it ends early like this. How are you going to think about this year specifically as you kind of look back on this season down the road?
Yeah, obviously this hurts. We wanted to, do some big things, to end the year. But, I'm proud of this team and the way that we, the whole season, like you said, we did great. We had 27 wins, set school records. But, it's going to sting to know that we didn't finish the right way. I think that's something that, will probably hurt us for the rest of our lives. But, we still did some great things this year. And, it definitely hurts to end this way.
I agree with Chase. It's good. It's good for the underclassmen to get to experience this, and me and Chase obviously didn't want to go out, losing the first game, but we had a great year, and hopefully the underclassmen can build off this.
Right here, front left.
For Ian, McNeese was able to out-rebound you guys on the offense and defensive glass. What kind of caused that, and how did their athleticism kind of affect you guys on both ends of the floor?
Yeah, they're a very physical team. They, if you didn't box them out, they were going to make you pay. And I feel like sometimes they just wanted the ball more. And, sometimes the ball bounces the other way. Sometimes it bounces your way. And, today they kind of just, they were more physical and we just wanted the ball more.
Do we have any further questions for Chase or Ian? All right, you guys can head back. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Back
guys.
right here.
David Hood, TigerNet. Coach Brownell, what was your message to the team at halftime? And, can you quite remember a half like that in your coaching history?
Yeah. Oh, you have halves like that. You don't like having them in this setting. I was trying to really just get them to relax. We haven't shot the ball very well the last 2 weeks. I don't know why that is. We obviously did a bunch of extra shooting this week. And we're 1 for 15 at halftime, and you can almost see our guys pressing and just, trying hard and shooting is not a good concept. And we were trying as a staff to figure out a better way to help get even more better shots and keep better flow, and just is there a way for us to get a few easies? Defensively we were decent tonight, minus the extra possessions. The 18 offensive rebounds or whatnot. It's 18 second chance opportunities. That's just too many. And we talked about this was an excellent offensive rebounding team and a team that really tried to create turnovers, and their athleticism and speed was a factor.
Front right, Coach.
Richmond Weaver, Fox Sports Upstate. And Coach, a lot of people are going to be talking about 13 points in the first half, but how much are you going to lean on and talking to your team moving forward about 54 points in the second half and never giving up?
Yeah. Well, this team has obviously showed that the last two games. We didn't play as well against Louisville either at times. And a similar team, to be honest with you, very athletic and physical, and they bothered us as well. And obviously we cut it to one possession in both games. We've got a great group of guys. They're unbelievable. These two guys are phenomenal leaders. And, you don't win as many games as we won this year without these guys being great players and really connected and great leaders. And so we're obviously proud of all that. We're disappointed that we, in this setting, after what we accomplished last year, that we didn't play better.
Anything else out there? Take one more in front here. Maybe one more here.
Hey, Chapel Fowler with the state. Brad, what did you see on Victor's technical, that whole sequence there?
Yeah, I'm disappointed in that. And I just talked to my guys, and, I made a big deal to our team about not getting involved in any woofing today. And that was very disappointing. I think the second guy got caught. And obviously it was a very inopportune time for that call. So disappointed, but, things happen.
One more here, front left, Coach.
Coach, can you just reflect on this team and especially the seniors, the group that kind of helped you guys have this historic regular season, their impact on you and for the Clemson program?
Yeah, they're just, just joy to coach. Those two guys especially, because they're such great players, competitors, and where they came from. Ian was not heavily recruited and, had an unbelievable year. I think very few people thought he would play as well as he did at our level. And then Chase was heavily recruited but had injuries as a young player and struggled. And to overcome all that and to show the grit that we talk about, that's what this is really all about as a coach is, helping young men become better on and off the floor. And then we got a bunch of other guys. I have 3 senior walk-ons that, in this day and age of transfer portal, your walk-ons become more valuable because they're guys that are there for 4 years. So they're part of your culture and how they work and what they do. And they're terrific young men that gave a lot. And I'm grateful for them for all that they gave to our program. And obviously our program's in a very good place right now.
Thank you for your time, Coach.
Okay.
Congrats on a great season.
Thank you.